Alrighty, we are back at our board because we need to make some changes on this timeline because we are no longer here. We need to amend this timeline because right now we're there. Yeah, I spend more money on that junk. That's it. I have probably lost my mind completely. Wait, what I'm saying? I own a Yugo. Yeah, I am crazy. So, what I have here is engine for a Yugo. Yes, I think I have finally solved my Yugo engine problem. However, the reason why that goes into the insanity category is because this is the fourth engine for a Yugo that resides in this garage. No, I'm not kidding. I have two of them over there. This is the original one. That's the one with the automatic transmission that's locked up and dismantled partially if the head is off. It's loose, as you can tell. This one here is the one that I salvaged from my junky Yugo that I bought, that I recently acquired from a friend. That one actually runs. That one actually has a working four-speed transmission. Nothing is wrong with it except it's kind of old and it needs some tune-ups and whatnot, and it was almost free, except I had to go all the way to Illinois to get it. Okay, so that's one, that's two, that's three. Wait a minute. That's an EFI engine. What the heck, Augie? Didn't you say something in regards of I'm not gonna be bothered with another EFI? Well, I kind of took that back. The reason being is because Yugo has somehow managed to make changes in between the same vintage of Yugos that I have that are automatic and that are manuals. This is a manual one. You cannot tell from right now, but that's a clutch, and somewhere down there is also a gear shift mechanism. So the problem is the reason why I couldn't use that engine is because the drive shafts are different from mine, and the spindles are different on mine as well. The brakes are different than the regular Yugo. So none of the stuff would fit. Thanks, Zastava. So, on another thing that doesn't fit from one car to another, despite the same age, same year, hubs don't jive with the drive shafts from automatic to manual. Automatic has just a smidgen larger hubs, so the splines from the manual gearbox do not jive with that. Well, why don't you just take the drive shaft from the automatic and just swap them? They're not the same length. Zastava thought about that too. No, you you cannot just be simple. And this is what I've been talking about. So this is the drive shaft from the automatic. This is the drive shaft from the manual. They are almost the same length. This one is just maybe a hair shorter, about maybe 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, or something like that, which is not would not hamper me from using it. But however, the problem is here, and that is the diameters are different. This one is 21, and this one is, you can tell. Yep. So even if I tried to swap them, the internals of the transmission actually would not jive with that. Why, Zastava? Why? Good Lord. So if you think that splines and different hubs were the only problem there, you're sorely mistaken. Gonna have to make another amendment to the timeline, and this time, since the money is kind of already in, but the satisfaction index is actually, we're just gonna call it here. Yeah, that's where we're at right now. So this is how my brand new 2020 has started. My crate engine, the crate engine that I was just gonna replace the timing belt with, because this one is pretty much shot. Turns out that I have a tension bearing that doesn't want to move. It's basically locked in a very loose state. So that was one bummer. In order to, I do have the one that's in that engine over there that I can put in. So that was just a minor inconvenience. But then I took the belt off to replace those belts as well. And then I realized that the AC compressor is making a lot of noise. So that needs to come out. The water pump is more of a seesaw kind. I cannot move it any more than this 15 degree, 30 degree turn. And the alternator is seized solidly. Like, I cannot move it at all. So basically all of the accessories need to be replaced. This was supposed to be plug and play. Welcome 2021. Good grief. And of course you never have the camera running when the carnage happens, but basically what they just did is I took the impeller off and had a nice little bathe in a coolant, which is fine. Thank God there's a drain. So, thanks to my hoarding skills, I actually had a water pump on hand, actually the impeller part, but that's kind of all what I needed. But the problem is, when I tried to install it, it just didn't want to snap into the place the way you were supposed to. You can see kind of wibble wobble thing, and the inner, there's an inner ring that kind of sits in, and for some reason it was just a smidgen too wide, and it just didn't want to allow the pump to actually get into the housing. And you can see, basically just dancing around on the housing of the water pump. So of course another setback, and I'm like, this pump was supposed to be for the Fiat Lampredi engine, maybe not for the Yugo engine, but they're all the same part. I even tried to kind of see maybe there's like some deposits on the inner lip of that housing, but I couldn't find none. I even tried to freeze the pump in a freezer overnight. Didn't work at all, and at that point I was thinking, I maybe don't want to do that, because if it's starting to heat up, maybe it will crack the housing. So it was just one setback after another. So basically what I decided to actually, you cannot see it here, but what I was decided to do is to file that lip on the impeller part and make it fit, because I was starting to very much lose the patience with this whole ordeal, because again, this was supposed to be just change the belts and slap the engine inside and call it a day. And this is the part where I kind of basically lost patience with it. So we're gonna end this video here, and we're gonna pick up when I actually get the pump ready and ready to be installed. Go from there.